This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV. We're at the high voltage press conference.
What? You lost your voice? You sound like,
no, I haven't.
Like Barry Whiteist.
Does your voice change as you get older? Does it become a bit more, hey, how you doing?
You lost your voice. That sounds sexy, by the way, I'm just saying. But, no, your voice and your age don't match. You don't sound like you look.
I don't know. Do you know what? That's probably true. If you spoke to me on the phone, yeah, and I said, describe what you think you're talking to, or you think I look what I look like, yeah.
You think you look like me?
I don't really want to look like you. You're like 57 and shit. Johnny, interesting. 19th of October, AZIM and OHARA DAVIES. Obviously, the Harlem Eubank fight didn't materialise. OD though, coming off a very disappointing defeat to Barossa, which we'll speak to him about later, but why have they kind of, say, picked OHARA for Azim's next fight?
Well, familiarity breeds contempt. I think these two guys used to train here at the Peacock Gym. They're familiar with each other. That's why we're here at the Peacock Gym this side of London, because they know each other. And I'm quite sure OHARA Davies at one point had the better of Adam coming through. OHARA's a little bit older. And so does he believe that, I could do this kid? He's kept an eye on him. He's seen the growth of him coming through. He knows what he has more experience. I think OHARA Davies, I've said it before, I think OHARA Davies, when he stepped out of his league, has been found wanting. So if Adam Azim is the fighter, what he says he is, then if he's got some special about him, then this'll be that night. I think Adam needs a career best performance, which I think we'll see thus far against OHARA Davies. That's if he wins, and it'll be on a career best performance. OHARA Davies has a lot of experience, the one thing you can't buy, borrow, pretend to have. And so this is what he's got to depend on. I hope it's not the arrogance thinking, I've had your number as a youngster, so I'll have your number again, because if he thinks like that, that's when he's going to make a mistake and be found wanting. But it is an intriguing fight. I want to see when he gets it, see what the vibe is.
I get a feeling that OD is going to try and unsettle Azim in OD fashion, which he's done to many other opponents in the past. He's had some great British rivalries with boxers, and I think, he's going to probably be OD basically.
He has to be, because to come respectfully, Mr. Nice Guy, in this situation, this is one of those fights. So you look at what the options are. If he beats him, that's great. Where's it put him? If he loses to him, that's not great. Where's that put him? So this is for him. It's a serious crossroads in his career, and he can't afford to lose. So he's got to throw the kitchen sink at this to say, right, here I am. There's no second chances. I've got to get this job done.
Absolutely. I don't know how much time I've got with you, so I'm going to just roll off a couple more things. Obviously, next week is the big one at Wembley. 96,000 people will be in attendance.
Yeah, 96,000.
96,000.
Carl won't be happy about that. But 96,000.
That was 10 years ago, though.
Yeah, I know. But 96,000. Hopefully, it'll be a great night for British boxing. I think you've got to be grateful for the reason why these fights are happening now. We all are as boxing fans, broadcasting and everything. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm intrigued. In fact, I was in Daniel's gym 2 weeks ago. We just finished sparring. Some of the sparring partners were there, and they said this guy's he's a machine. He's an animal. He's so strong. It's unbelievable.
Talking of sparring, obviously this is resurfaced. They're sparring from years ago. You always claim to have I was there and all that. You weren't at that spar at that time. What have you heard about that spar?
Listen, you hear loads of stuff about sparring. Sparring doesn't mean anything to me, because a lot of guys I spar with beat me up, and then I've fought them and beat them. So if you're somebody like Anthony Joshua at that stage of them sparring, he'd have been probably sparring with him, working on the defences, working on certain things. Daniel Dubois would have thought, this is my chance to shine, my chance to say, I'm going to get the better of him. So he'd have gone in there with different intention than Anthony Joshua did. So if you're going to take something from that spar, then you're foolish to do so. All the established was, both fighters are very strong. Both fighters have got an underrated, really, really good jab. One fighter is more tight, correct, and precision-like than the other. That's in Anthony Joshua. Daniel Dubois cannot afford to get hit the way he gets hit from Anthony Joshua. I remember Anthony Joshua when he boxed Charles Martin, took him off his feet. I saw Anthony Joshua when he knocked out Ngannou, took him off his feet. I don't mean put you down and you land on your arse and you land on your back. He took the man out, boom, on his back. That's power. So if you're going to give that kind of stuff away to Anthony Joshua, that's the worst. You know what? And the way I see Daniel Dubois fighting, that's what I see. But in saying that, Daniel Dubois, if he can get AJ to fight his kind of fight, cross swords, get in close, have a tear off, that's why I tend to get in close, break that jab down, get up close to him. Don't try and have a boxing match, because if you stay off him, he's going to pick you apart. He's going to tear you up, pick holes in you. I would say get in close. That is his job. He's going to get in close. And when he's in close, that is when he feels most comfortable.
Is it going to be a case of when that first clean punch lands, who reacts as well, best as well? Obviously, we know the first telling punch and blow could tell you a lot.
Well, it's not. Listen, I have a lot of respect for John Charles. I think he's such an underrated, brilliant trainer. And all he needs is the right apparatus to work with. And so far, his godsend is Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, he'll listen, he'll get the job done. My criticism of Daniel Dubois is he capable of thinking in the ring rather than remembering? So he's great at remembering, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. If you get hit and you get hurt, you've got to be able to think on the spot, change tactics. I've not seen that from Daniel yet. And if he gets hit, he hasn't got the capability, in my opinion, to think. He's got the capability to remember but not think. So you've got to think, what do I do? Do I slip? Do I hold on? Do I grab? Do I whatever? Whereas Anthony Joshua has had to go through the experience to think, right, I've been hit, I've been hurt, hold on. Take your time. So it's a case of Daniel Dubois gets hit, he's not proved to me that he has the ability to think in the ring, has the ability to remember. If Anthony Joshua gets hit and hurt in the ring, he has the ability to think in the ring as well as remember. So there's different outcomes for both fighters if they get hit and hurt.